Hello guys, it's your guy, Wistek Up. Today I'm going to be teaching you on how to impute record for local government estimated data. Before we start, I would like you to click on the subscribe button and the like button and also comment if this video is useful or you find it interesting. Now, let's start. Our first question is we want to determine the population revenue for each local government based on 10% of estimated data, known as the population size. Now let's look at our table in our Excel. Now this is our table in Excel. To minimize our time, I had to type in all this record. Okay. Now the local government estimated data states all of these. We have the list of local government in Lagos. I just wrote 7. We have more than 7. Then the population size for each local government, like Alimosho, is 20,000, Apapa Igbomu 21,000, Ipe 26,000, and the likes. Then the population revenue, then the report. Now the first question says we should determine the population revenue for each local government based on 10% of estimated data known as the population size. So what I would do in my spreadsheet, very simple. I'll click on this cell of my population revenue. Remember, I'm calculating the 10% of population size. 10% means 10 over 100 times this value, which is 20,000. But I'm not going to use the manual method. I'm going to use the longhand formula method. So the first thing I will do is my equal sign. Then 10%, I'll just say 10 divided by 100. Then times, my times is asterisk here. So what number am I dividing is 20,000, and 20,000 falls under the cell address of C3. C3. So click C3. Just type C3. So C3 means colon C row 3. So I will hit my enter key. You can see 10% of 20,000 gives me 2,000. So let me drag. Now, very good. I've gotten my answer for each. I believe we know how to calculate 10% of any number. If you're a Christian, the tithe to pay. If let's say your salary is 10,000 and you are paying a tithe of 10%. So 10% of 10,000 is what? 1,000. So the next question is the population report. Now this says calculate the population report for each local government based on the criteria below. Now they said if the population size is less than 20,000, report should be under population. If the population size is greater than 20,000, report is overpopulation. So let's dive into our spreadsheet. Now this is our population size. So if our value is greater than 20,000, the report is overpopulation. That means people living in that local government are overpopulated. Okay, want to determine that. Now click on my population report. Then our first thing is my equal sign. Then followed by there's a function which I'll use called the if function. I'll say if, okay, if bracket. You can see it has given me the hint of how to go about it. If logical test, value if true, value if false. Okay, value if true, value if false. So I'm testing for population size. So population size starts from the cell address called C3 to C9. C3 to C9. So I'm going to type C3 to C9. That is from 20,000 down to 21,000. Now, greater than 20,000. Okay? Greater than 20,000. Don't include your comma. It will see it as like a string. Okay? Then comma. The value, if true, if it is greater than 20,000, what should be the result? It should be overpopulation. Then comma. Then value, if false, it should be what? Under population. Then close my bracket. Then click my enter key. You can see that. Then drag this down. You can see I have overpopulation. 20,000 is underpopulation. It's not greater than 20,000. It's less than. From 21 is overpopulation. 26 overpopulation. Like that. Okay. Now the next question is rearrange all the records in ascending order. We want to rearrange it in ascending order. So what we do is just highlight from this serial number down to this. Okay. Now click my menu. So the next thing is I need to sort this guy into ascending and descending order. So what I'll do is go to my data. Then in my data, you can see ascending and descending. Click on ascending. You can see they are all ascended. Okay, all ascended. So Alimosho is the first. Okay, Alimosho is the first. Now the next we have is edit the data sheet using any format of your choice. Let's edit it using any format of our choice. That is, we want to make it look beautiful. You highlight it from the serial number down to the last. Then click my menu. I want to edit it. Then it's on my home. I go to table style. You can see. If I choose any of this, you see. If I click the first column, header, you see the designs I have. Just click any one of your choice. You see the designs? Wow. So if I'm okay with that, I click OK with it. You can see I've edited it with any format of my choice. I can still increase the font if I want to. Then still on the home, I'll make it, let's say, 12 visible. Okay. Now the next thing is I'm still editing the header. Change the header to bold and change the area to something different. You can see it's changing. Try to make it 14, a bit bigger. Trying to change the fonts to red. Okay, red is not good. I think white is okay. White is okay. White is okay. So see that? Then my header here, I can still format my header. Okay, I'll still go to my font, make it 14, then make it bold. You can see. Then I have to merge it. This is merge below. Click merge. Let it be on a single cell. And lastly, I have to centralize it. Centralize. Align text to center. So that's all about that. Okay. Now the next thing I have here is Determine the highest and lowest population size. Determine the highest and lowest population size. So what we're going to use is the function called max and mean. Max means minimum. Max means maximum rather, I'm sorry. While mean means minimum. So the population size, I'm going to click here, type in, let's say highest. Why this lowest? Now, to determine the highest, I'll click equal sign, then max bracket from C3 to C9. So C3, C9, C3 to C9. Okay. Then I click my enter key. Let's look at. Am I correct? You're very good. I'm correct. So mainland has the highest population size. Now determine for let's determine for lowest size. Then equal sign. Then mean bracket. Say C3 to C9. Okay. And hit this. So I have 12,000. Is it 12,000? Okay, yes, 12,000. So Ikeja has the lowest. Ikeja has the lowest. Okay? Ikeja has the lowest population size. I decided to bold this, guys. Okay. Hope you can see this. Awesome. Now the next question is, now apply the necessary font format to the heading and subheading. Necessary font format is what I did during my table formatting. Okay, I had to change the font. This is my heading, local government estimated data. It's my heading. I change the font. While my subheading are this my serial number, local government, population size, population revenue, population report. Okay, so I think that's the end. That's the end of our class. That's the end of our class. Okay, you join me. Next class will be on how to include their how to include pie chart on this data sheet. Pie chart. I'm going to show you how to include pie chart. So if you like this video, please kindly click on the subscribe button and the like. If possibly, write a comment about it. If there is something you do not understand, write a comment below it. I will answer every single questions that you ask. Okay? Love you guys. See you guys on my next tutorial. Thank you and God bless you.